Okay, y'all. I just got a call. It says there's a piece of property down here for sale, and it's about well, you see what's going on here. It's about 100 yards from another trailer I've got. So I'm going down here to look at it and see if it's worth having. You'd think I would know what it looks like, but this particular place that I bought, I never necessarily went and looked at it. It already had renters in it. I hadn't had to do any work over there, so it's just been a basically go pick up the rent type situation. So I haven't been there a lot to pay attention to what the surroundings. So I'm driving down here. I'm gonna check it out and see, make sure it ain't no big gully or some big ugly spot, or something that can't be fixed. But we're gonna see if we can get a couple mobile homes in there side by side, maybe, or a single mobile home, or what can go on this piece of property. See what this piece of property is worth, or what my opinion of this piece of property is worth. I know what it was worth 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. But everything has went stupid here. So it's probably worth what she's asking, as long as it's a flat piece of property. There is county water here in this spot, and you'd have to put a septic tank if there's not already a septic tank. Ronnie's looking at it on the on Google Maps and on a couple other sites that you can look up stuff like that on. He's looking at it over there, and he's saying there's trees on it, but he's looking at aerial pictures, so he can't tell how big the trees are, and you can't tell if there's any gullies or low spots, or hell, for all we know, it could flood out every time it gets rain. So we're gonna ride down here and look, make sure it's not sitting in lowland, make sure we think it'll perk. If it won't perk, it ain't worth nothing. So we're going down here to see. A lot of times, I've seen other people on, if it won't perk, they put in some systems that basically sit on top of the ground. Perk means that your septic will not percolate down through the water. I mean, down the liquid on your septic tank will not percolate down in the ground. That's what a perk test is. So if you're in a real low spot where it's holding water all the time, it makes the water table closer to the surface. That means nothing else will go through the surface. That's why you see big mud holes and water holes and stays for a long time, like on the edges of the like swampy land. That's what swamps are. It's low-lying land where water can't drain out. So I got to make sure that's not it. I do not believe it is, because like I say, I got a spot within 100 yards of it, 150 yards of it. So I think we'll be all right with that, but it's stupid to buy stuff without looking at it. So we're gonna go look and make sure it's what we think it is, and make sure it's not some kind of, it's an acre lot, or a little over an acre lot, but what if it's only 20 foot wide and 500 foot long? You can't do nothing with it. So it's got to be acre is 45,560, I believe is what an acre is, or 44,560. So they say it's an acre if it comes up to 45,000 square feet, or 44,560, the actual number. If it comes up to that, then it's an acre, regardless if it's a foot wide and 4,000 foot long, or if it's 50 foot wide and 1,000 foot long. So you got to be careful and make sure you know what you're buying. We used to go to the tax sales and buy some stuff, and I bought a piece of property, and it was the center of a road, and I was happy when the county paid me back. I just blindly bought it, but the county paid me back on it because they couldn't sell the center of the road, or they widened the road and it was a median. It was something stupid, but anyway, whoever it was paid the taxes on it, and I didn't have to buy it, so made me feel a lot better. But ever since then, I decided I better look at every little thing, cross my I's and dot my T's before I jump out on the limb and just buy something here. So we're gonna go down here and look. It's a pretty good deal, I think, anyway, so far. But like I said, I got to see the piece of property. Once I see the piece of property, I will let y'all know more. I'll take y'all along with me, and y'all can look at the piece of property with us. And we're sitting at 0 on the freeway, so this might be for a long day. If I get to this next, I'll have to go around through the woods. I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna get over in this slow lane, and we're gonna get to this next exit. When I get to it, I'll go that way, and then that way, and then that way, and that way, and I'll end up over there. But it's gonna take me a few minutes. And you seen when I started this video, I hadn't even won a half a mile in 6 minutes. So we'll see what we can do here. Okay, y'all. This is the corner lot. We go all the way down there. And it comes all the way to that property pin right there. That property pin right there. It's all this here. It's about this wide too. It's gonna go over. Yeah, it's gonna take all that. It's gonna go over to that power pole, which is on the other side of that mobile home, about to where that red torch is over there. So all this here. Then you've got walk around this way here where you can see a little something. Got to be careful for rattlesnakes. This is rattlesnake country. Here we go. That's what we're looking at. Pretty healthy acre lot here. So it's been surveyed off. Everything's been done here. So I'm gonna put an offer in on it, and we'll see what goes on. But this is the lot here. The other house I own is right over there. So pretty nice lot here, considering all these trees. Well, not all of them, but a lot of these trees will have to come down. But should be good. We'll play with it and see what we can do here. But if you ain't out here pounding the ground, looking at everything, you can't make stuff happen. So basically, let me get in the truck and we'll turn around and get back down the road here. And I'll show you. That's nice. That feels amazing. Sounds like something stuck in that car, or that tire. It's all this property here on our right. All this property in front of us. All this here. there's a stick or something stuck in the back of this truck. I'm gonna get out and see what it is. Is that? It looks like there was a screw or something right there in it. That ain't good. Okay, so this is the property here. Let me see if I can get this tire. Hey, y'all, that close to the hole. I poured some water on it and it shot out. I don't have a plug with me. So I'm gonna have to compromise here and get a screw in there. I'll get the screw down in there somehow. Somewhere where I can get a plug. I don't have my plug kit with me. That screw might be better if I got a screwdriver somewhere. A pair of pliers. Got a pair of pliers. Let's see what we can do here. Tighten this screw. When you're in Rome, do as the Romans do. Piece of property though. Piece of property seems to be a good one. So I'm gonna get this tire handled, and then we'll make a phone call on that too. It made it. Did y'all really think that I was going to be stranded? I made it. You just got to think on your feet, people. Think on your feet. Think quickly. I do have a spare under there. And I did have my impact with me. I did have my impact with me. I knew I had a tire plugging kit over here at the building, so I had to get to the building. I was only about maybe 6 miles from the building, so I had to get here and get my tire kit. I plugged it. I got the Milwaukee pumping it back up. Set this right here for safekeeping. I got the Milwaukee pumping it back up. We'll get it pumped up. We'll be ready to go again. Put another 100 miles on her. I don't know where I picked that up. I must have picked it up over there. But look how fast that thing flies. No, I ain't even gonna turn it on. That thing will pump it up, no problem. They say don't run it more than 30 minutes at a time, but we need to call and put our offer in. It's getting close to 5 o'clock, so let me get that done and we'll get back with you. Okay, y'all, looky there. Tell you how many miles a day I put on the truck. So we called, we made an offer, she accepted the offer. So we got us a new piece of land. So I've got to take her some earnest money. We're gonna do that here in a couple of days. She's writing up a contract. We'll get it locked down here in a couple of days, and then we'll be on to something else. See what else we can get into. But we got the tire fixed and we're driving again, so that makes for a good day's worth of screw up. And of course that is after my root canal this morning and my crown I had put on, I had a root canal the other week. Had the crown put on this morning. And I went and worked 8 hours at the shop. And then I went up here and handled this. And now I'm headed to the house. I should get home before about 7:30, something like that. So, that's how you do it, yo. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, film, and subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. And we'll catch you on the next one.